Today's video is sponsored by Car Scene Korea and, well, that's me. Two reasons why I started my YouTube channel and also named my channel to be Car Scene Korea. First is that Korea's also got the car scene here. And second, I wanted to introduce you the quality products that are made and sold here in Korea and ship it out to overseas. Just like the end performance parts, just so you know, I will be going over all this in detail later in the video. That being said, I'm really happy to announce I have my first product available for sales. I have 10 units of magnetic pedal shifters that are made from Bianco companies, and all this detail I will be including at the end of today's video, as well as I will make a full detailed video of it on a separate clip. Today I want to focus on the Elantra N video as well as the Ioniq 5N versus Elantra N comparison video. I have those two cars on my background. As you can see, Ioniq 5N, Elantra N PE model. Be sure to check it out. Thank you for not skipping the video. If it wasn't for the sponsorships like this and also the business venture like this, I definitely have a very hard time keeping up my channel. Starting with the magnetic pedal shifter today, I will also be able to ship out the N performance parts as well as Hyundai, Genesis, Kia, and N merchandise. So hit me up on WhatsApp, and depending on where you are, I'll try to give you the best quote possible and also help you getting those merchandise and quality products from Korea. That's it, so let's go check out Elantra N and also Ioniq 5N. Welcome to Car Scene Korea. I introduce newly released Genesis, Hyundai, and Kia cars. You saw it from the thumbnail and you're seeing it with my outfit. On my background today, I have Elantra N, aka Avante here in Korea, and this is the PE product enhancement model. Immediately noticeable is definitely that different look on the front bumper. Yes, we've seen this design already on a regular Elantra, and there's a review of those cars in the card above, so go check it out. It's just another level when it comes to the N, because that's what this car is all about. The ultimate Elantra, the performance division of Hyundai, that is N. I'll give you a walk around of the exterior and interior and also a lot of inside intel, because I just interviewed research and development personnel from the R&D center down in Namyang, and also he was in one of those i5N, the Ioniq 5N at Goodwood Festival of Speed. He was a driver there himself, so I'll be including a lot of those information, the unofficially official data that I have accumulated in this video. So without further ado, let's go check it out. Look at these cars. Absolutely gorgeous. I mean, I wasn't so sure about this headlamp design when I first saw it on the regular Elantra, but boy, it looks great on this Elantra N. Just look at this. I think that N bumper design altogether just makes a perfect fit with the headlamp. DRL, unfortunately, I know many of you guys have probably waited, but one in the middle, there is no lighting, but rather it is just a high gloss finish. Not super glossy, but metallic bar running through. The most noticeable emblem, the flat blacked out emblem. It was first on Ioniq 5N. That was also first introduced on Hyundai Grandeur, aka Azera, for North American market in black ink edition. However, the N also got it. Just a little bit of a miscellaneous things, but you see this also flat out N badge implemented on this Elantra N PE model. So that was also seen on Hyundai Ioniq 5N that was recently released. I also said in the video that many people would be buying off the badge and replace it on their ends, but Elantra N PE gets it straight from the factory. Early model owners, you could get this N badge, the flat out one, and just swap it. I think it would be a perfect cosmetic upgrade to your current ends should you wish. So the size of the opening here where it's connected to the radiator and such hasn't really changed all that much compared to the previous one. So a little bit of a curtain, you see right there, yep, we can see through it. unique and distinctively N brand angled design right here, inspired from a winglet of an airplane. So that winglet design, we also saw it on Hyundai Sonata N-Line as well, all those right there. I think what really separates this PE model from that of the previous one is the sensors for the HDA, highway driving assist. Let me show you here. Of course, we can immediately notice the blacked out emblem on the steering wheel too, but just look at this. Elantra gets the HDA right here, that button right there. That is one thing that I have been wanting the most on my Veloster N DCT. A regular seat. This is the regular N seat for the Elantra. It also comes with the sunroof, as you can see. But before I jump into the interior just too much, I actually want to wrap around and finish with the exterior first. Check out this brand new 19-inch wheel design on Elantra, you see. So this is actually the wheel that was proposed on i30N before, but now it's being pushed out from the factory line as an OEM. And guess what? This is a forged wheel. So this is, once again, this is a forged wheel, and N has managed to decrease the weight by over 3 kilograms per wheel. This despite being 19-inch wheels, because it's forged and lightweight, it has managed to come around late 9 kilograms, if not early 10 kilograms. The official number and precise number I would have to double check. However, the one thing to take away is that this is lightweight and it's a forged wheel straight from the factory. So N has done it again. Absolutely love it. So that one pod, big size pod caliper is still the good old caliper. However, there are things that are really not visible from the outside at a glance, such as the camber of this Elantra N DCT is about 1.7. The numbers I might have to double check, but the camber is there, as we all know. So the rebound of this Elantra NPE has gotten longer, and that really goes well with the purpose put behind the development of this a little bit of a more sportier vehicle than it was with the previous one, because now that the Veloster N has been discontinued, this is the only living internal combustion engine N. So this Elantra NPE actually was to pursue more track and performance oriented aspect when Hyundai was making and developing this vehicle. That being said, you might be questioning, what does that have to do with the longer stroke on the rear wheel? And if you have tracked your car with N's before, you probably know, but there are some times the stroke wasn't there in order to maximize the grip on the tight turns and with the heavy weight transfers and such. So that is the reason why the PE model got upgrade on that aspect. FYI, if you are curious about the direct swap and plug and play with this suspension, yes, you can do it. This is again unofficial, official information. And finally, I have the rear view and the exterior. Just what do you think about the white color on the end? And of course, we have the performance blue, left, right, and left. And just look at this beautiful profile as well. This is what the bottom of Elantra NPE looks like. So honestly, we don't really see all that much different, but of course the arms and the legs, it's completely different from that of the regular Elantra we see over there. I always have been a big fan of white ends. I should have gotten a white Veloster N, but I got a black instead. Again, what is immediately noticeable is that N right there. That is the flat logo. It's really flat like that. And I know a lot of you guys would be actually getting that and just swapping it, changing it with your old emblem. And I would definitely do the same as well. And the blacked out emblem, of course, Avante lettering here. Just funny thing is, people here in Korea try to get a Elantra emblem and try to put it on their back. And it's the other way around for those in the States and North American markets. They want this Avante over Elantra. It's always that thing, same thing. In European market, they don't get Veloster. They want the Veloster. The other way around here in Korea, because we don't get the i30N, people here want the i30N. I actually really wanted i30N myself. I would have gotten that car over Veloster N in a heartbeat. So the rear diffuser just gets a long red line, iconic and uniquely, and also that triangle rear brake lights. And that one is actually a fog lamp, I believe, because the third brake light is right here. So let's see if that is the case. I'll go around and show it to you what it looks like from the outside. I'm inside, applying the brakes, brake off, brakes, just turning off the light. I turned off the light completely. Brakes, brake off, brakes. I don't see the button here. Show you the front look and front lights. Lights off and headlights on, high beam. High beam with everything off. So unlike Veloster, the high beams are also LED as we just saw. So also the side repeaters here, and I'll try to put the car in reverse as well, see what that looks like. Yep, so that's the reverse lights. Let's get inside. This actually is a model with a bit of loaded option, as we can see from the seats, which has the N-Lite bucket seat. The interior design, we've seen it before. Just I like that dark matte chrome-like finish, gives that aluminum feel. Plastic here, it doesn't feel that cheap at all. Of course, it's not there with the luxurious feel that Genesis gives. However, it's certainly much more way beyond the Elantra. So N-Lite bucket seat. At first, I thought that light meant heavy versus light. However, this is the light that they were referring to. So it lights up when you open up the seat, and it stays on too. You see? So it dims, but when you open up the door, look at that. It looks really nice during the nighttime, and I've been really loving it on my Veloster N. And again, just like the door handles were, this portion is also kind of this darker chrome color, and I really like that. Unfortunately, unlike Ioniq 5N did, there is no N logo on the rear. Ioniq 5N had the N logo on the rear. Now you know what I mean by that. And I really like how the second row window comes down about that much. Would have been certainly nice if it went down all the way. However, that is much better than nothing. That makes a somewhat difference, especially people with dogos out there, that's including me. Comes with the heated seat on the second row seat too. That's pretty nice. This car has the N-Lite bucket seat option installed. That is the reason why. So I'll show you a regular one momentarily without a sunroof. This is what the car looks like. And well, no doubt comes with the AC vents like that in the second row seat with 2 C-port. This N-Lite bucket seat also is carved in like this, which maximizes the cabin space on the second row seat. So this is what it kind of feels like, but you get the idea of what the second row seat is like. The front row seats, the good steering wheel that we know of, nothing much has changed, but you see it has the black emblem in the middle, and just love that NGS button finish because it's certainly different from that of the Velosters. The hazard light, the infotainment system, the gear knob, all this stays the same. The brilliant cup holder that I like the most, the 10.25 inch monitor, not the 12.3. That is the largest size screen that we currently have with the Hyundai Motor Group. It's not that, but again, gets the work done. This is the trunk. This is the fuel cap. Fuel cap looks like that, nothing out of the ordinary. Unfortunately, this time, Elantra N didn't get the door handle here either, so it stays the same. What's noticeable immediately is the rear strut bars right here. The reason why, let me show it to you. The reason why the seats are not divided but folds all together down like this is to also increase the stiffness and rigidity of the vehicle when it's making a turn and maneuver. That is the reason why. So that is the reason why the whole second row seat folds down together. And I have the price list of the Elantra N right here. Abyss Black Pearl, Atlas White. So this is the Atlas White we see, of course. That is the Performance Blue. Abyss Black Pearl, Atlas White, Cyber Gray Metallic, Ecotronic Gray Pearl, Meta Blue Pearl. Oh, that Meta Blue Pearl is the one that's been applied on Kona Electric, I believe. So it's not just the EV exclusive color after all then. Intense Blue Pearl, Ultimate Red Metallic, and Performance Blue right there. And what else? Price. The sunroof, DCT, the light bucket seats, wheels. Wow. It's about $750 for a set of forged wheels, 19s. That is something that only a manufacturer can do. So it also has our ride. This is what we all waiting for. And there are just people, so I actually want to walk away and show you this elsewhere. So I'll go over that momentarily. I am inside the Elantra N, and there's the N mode. And if you go into the N mode, you see the throttle, oil temperature, self-explanatory. And if you press on this, it shows you all the circuits available here in Korea. So we saw all this in Ioniq 5N as well. To be honest, Ioniq 5N gets more fancier, much more evident upgrades and displays. So you can also see the brake press, and that is the best I can do at the moment because everybody has been pressing on the foot brake. Cup holder that I told you about, a drop down type glove box. Yet another performance blue, but mostly this is the stock one that many of the other countries would be getting. So you see this is the regular seat, regular natural leather seat, and that is the window scoot sunroof open and LED. Oh, so you get the LED and of course the dome lights as well. So product enhancement model after all. What the sunroof looks like when it's opened. Not a panoramic sunroof that would stretch out all the way like the Veloster N mine did. Better than nothing for some people and most of us, right? Close the sunroof. Okay, I would have to manually close this as it's always been the case. Tilt, just press in the middle and it's going to tilt like this. And let's also pop the hood, show you what's inside. A skewer type, I believe. Yep, so I would actually need you to stay right here. So it comes with the 2.0. There has been no upgrade with the motor from the previous model. However, it's a little bit of an upgrade. So I'll give you a second for you to point it out. That is, you see that mount right there? It is the upgraded version. So this is a little more stiff and rigid than the previous one. And don't forget about the strut ring right there. That was also first introduced on Elantra N, the first gen. The engine spec and all, it's all here. So 2.0 turbo. The MPG is not bad at all on this Elantra either. Now it's equipped with what? The highways cruise control, right? Adaptive cruise control on a performance car. That is what this Elantra N is. So with that, you're going to get more ridiculous MPG than what's been said officially. And in case you didn't know, Mach Racing also sells the emblem delete cover that will actually go flush with this portion. So go also check that out. But I don't know if that is something that you might want to do with this badass Hyundai emblem now, all blacked out. Right here. And performance parts, which is only available in Korea. I know the frustration. Hit me up if you want to actually get some of these and performance parts, because I might be able to help you out exporting, shipping this out overseas for my viewers and subscribers. It comes with all of this carbon exterior package. That is a rear spoiler, the carbon side mirror, the muffler tips and intake, and the 4-pot monoblock 4-piston calipers and the forged wheel. This is the 19-inch wheel that is different from what we have on the wheels right here. And you can get the Alcantara steering wheel, gear knobs, boots, the parking lever, the center console, and performance mats and door scuff. So all of that, I have it right here. Let me show you the physical actual one. So it looks like this. The center console, the parking lever, as well as the steering wheel. So most of these I had on my Veloster N. I also had the 4 monoblock 4-pot piston, and that is the 19-inch forged wheel. So that is the matte black color. It's the same wheel design, but they look completely different, right? The black versus finished. Which one do you like better? So that is the metal door scuff, and also the matte intake, as well as the carbon side mirror and the rear spoiler. Just look at that. No way, just shut up. There is also the wheel spacer, OEM, a legit, and performance written on it. So you see, this is the precise size for the wheel spacer. So this is the brake pads for the 4-pot. I thought it was larger, but guess not. So it's about this size versus, oh, okay, so it is the 4-pot brake pads indeed. The slotted rotors, and didn't see that elsewhere. I don't see that anywhere as a display, but you can also get the slotted rotors too, I think. So the slotted rotors and the dual tip exhaust tips right there, and 18-inch. So ASA, or ASA called here in Korea, all about the end performance parts. So feel free to just pause the video for the parts you're looking for. And these are definitely, while some of them are focused more on the cosmetic things, but they are definitely functional. Of course, the wheels, the rotors, and also the brake pads, all those, right? And the intake as well. I don't think there's much of a power increase with the intake, but you can definitely get that. All right, so that's it for today's video. Don't forget to subscribe and like Cars in Korea if you did, and I will see you in the next video. Just look at that performance blue and also that Atlas white. What's your favorite color, by the way? Well, just so you know, if you are curious about this model, Elantra N line, I am actually going to make a video of it right now, so feel free to join me there in the next video. I'll see you there. Bye. You see, just look at that. This is what I have. They offer me to offer this worldwide, and they have tested all of their products on racetracks. Extended length, as you can see, made from 100% carbon. Even the sound is completely different. Stinger owners, I know you guys are out there. Stay tuned. If you are interested in getting a legitimate end performance parts, that's another service I have in mind. Hit me up on the WhatsApp if you are looking for end performance parts, and also some of the genuine Hyundai accessories and Genesis accessories and such, and also Kia too.